What's going on, guys? Andy here for G4 Outdoors, and today I am a vampire. That's crazy. Today we're going to be taking a look at the FN502. Has a Burris Fastfire 2 optic on it, a Black Scout Survival flashlight. This is the tactical version of the 502. It's in flat dark earth. What else can we talk about it? Comes with a, is it a 15 rounder?
You know what? Let's shoot that intro.
Well, here's a little story about two friends that came together, and we started up a YouTube just to talk about whatever. We're on a boat catching big bass and smashing them cats. From review videos to just making you laugh. Cause we got guns, we got knives, we got fishing, we got hunting, we got everything you like, so hit that subscribe button. We're in the outdoors, doing things that we love. We're talking guitars, girls, green grass, and guns.
First thing you're going to notice about the FN502 is it feels like a real gun. It's got the weight to it. It comes with an optics cutout for the slide, which is actually super cool. Not too many 50 or not too many 22s come with that ready. It does have a pick rail up front to mount a flashlight or laser, whatever you guys want to mount up there. It does have a threaded barrel and a threaded barrel little protector. One of the other things you're going to notice is the stippling on this gun. The stippling is very aggressive. You can get a firm grip on it very well. Some parts even a little too rough, I might add. Going back up top, you do have suppressor height sights for this, so you can run your sights through the red dot as well. But if you want to know more about the gun, go back and check out our video of the tabletop review that we did on it. We're going to get into shooting this gun and seeing how it feels for us.
All right, like you said, if you want to go over all the specs on this gun, please go back and look at our tabletop review. Today, we're not going to waste a lot of money on ammo on this, even though we are getting up in prices. But we're just going to be running a big box of federal ammo. This isn't a precision weapon, so we're not really going to waste all the money on that. So let's get this. You know what? Let's just run some first shots on this, see what we think of that.
Let's do that. All right, we're going to start off with the 10-round magazine. Like you said, this is federal, just regular bulk ammo. The laser keeps going off. I don't know if you guys saw me fidgeting with the gun, but the laser kept going off, or the red dot kept going off and on, off and on, off and on. I don't know if the blowback is hitting the switch enough, because the switch is super light on this Burris. So I don't know if it's rattling that switch around or what, but it's kind of weird. Still, it doesn't matter. Suppressor height sights, you can still shoot the gun. But first initial thoughts, it fires, functions fine. Like it's a gun. It's a gun. It's a nice gun. I don't know how it compares to any of the other FNs. I've never shot an FN or held another FN. But in the world of 22s, I think this might be my favorite 22 long rifle pistol that we have.
All right, we're just going to throw 10 rounds down range, not going to be aiming at anything. One thing that I do like is this hefty magazine. It kind of goes along with the theme of a training weapon. It really feels like an actual 9mm magazine going into a gun. It's comfortable in that manner. Again, like my tabletop, we got a lot of grip on this gun. Put my safety squints on. You know, one thing that I did read on the internet, sorry, Andy read that on the internet. If you don't slingshot your first round forward and you just take the slide release off and let this go forward on its own, it does have just a hair of a weak spring in there. It's okay though, it closed, but I did feel that wanting not to close really. Wow. That is a superb trigger. Let me focus on that trigger. That trigger is beautiful. Yeah, that trigger is super nice for shooting like that. Let's watch this fall down real quick. See, it goes into position, but you can feel that it wants more spring in there. That red dot is messing me up. I tell you what, all of the ergonomics on this feels freaking good. It really does. It feels like a gun. Not like a 22. This feels like a real gun. I want to show you this real quick. So we're out here at 10 yards. This is a wasted target. This is one that we has been out here. This is where I was shooting. I got 2 holes right here and 5 coming off over here. If you notice the way I was shooting, I wasn't trying to do any precision shooting. I was just shooting this target. I was aiming for right here. No big deal. My point is this thing is already doing pretty good at 10 yards as far as groupings go. And I know if I squint down on that and really try hard, I know that I can get that down here in the 1-inch range. But just as far as standing aside, just popping shots off, this is a really good group for that. And if you watched Andy's short little shooting portion, you can see how he shot all these right here. Did not take his time whatsoever and just put all these in here. So, so far as accuracy and being able to get this gun back on target, it's a really, really good shooter.
Tell you what, compared to the other 22s that I own, this thing has an amazing trigger on it. Like, the trigger is ridiculously good. Like it's nice. I wish we had our pole gauge, our weight gauge. Do you got it?
Yeah.
I want to see what this is, because it's got to be less than 5, I would think.
3.6, 3.56, and 3.13. I don't know what the average of that's going to be. 3.4. Well, the crazy thing about this, and we did talk about the trigger on the pool tabletop review,
Yeah.
is if you don't pay attention to this trigger, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
But if you really try and figure out, like you pull through slowly and try and feel that trigger, you feel it's still a good trigger.
Yeah.
But it's not top line. But if you don't pay attention to that trigger, this trigger goes off really without any effort.
Yeah, for what it's on, straight out of the box, it's a pretty good trigger. I like it.
Were you shooting for the middle of him again?
Yeah.
Jesus criminy.
It doesn't move.
No.
It's flat.
You are completely center of that target.
Something else, this gun doesn't move. I don't know if it's because of the optics on it, or something's giving it a little more weight. Maybe the flashlight gives it a little more weight in the front, but it shoots flat. It does not move.
I'll take you down here and show you the target here in a minute, but I'm gonna turn this red dot on. It's not zeroed in, but I'm gonna see what kind of group I can run with this. All right, we're gonna be a couple inches off on point of aim, point of impact, but not. Did you see how slow that went down? Well, I'm gonna have to run off of the iron sights. I really think that this Burris needs to be tightened up or something. I feel like the red dot's walking over just a little bit. That's something for us to figure out later on. Let's turn that red dot off and hone in here. Yeah, I see that now. All right, right here was my resting shots through one. But again, I told you if we got down and tried that, we could hit the 1 inch. And that red dot was off far enough that we were shooting all up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think I threw this one over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this one here I threw. But again, as you can see, 1 inch group here at 10 yards. This is really, really, and look, you saw him blow that up in that last shot that he was shooting. Not even trying, just pow. Good shooter, good shooter, good shooter. And again, I just love the feel of this, how it feels like a full-size firearm, the weight, the heft. You guys need to feel this. What an amazing gun. One thing that I'm also noticing is on the recoil of this, it's not a snappy recoil, but when it comes to the slide action, it doesn't feel cheap like, I don't know, some of the other guns. It does not feel cheap whatsoever. Absolutely amazing. I don't even have to do a comparison video. This is the best tactical trainer firearm that G4 Outdoors owns. That's a fact. Wow. I love that. One thing I want to focus in on is these fire and pinstrikes. They're not extremely deep, but they're definitely doing the job. Not one malfunction out of this gun yet, though, but that is kind of a weak primer strike, but it's getting the job done. It's just a little bit cold out here this morning. Another thing on these magazines, I'll get the 10 rounds so you can see that. These bullets seem to seat themselves better in this magazine. Haven't had any problems with the feeding of this yet. The bullets, they sit down in this magazine. You don't have to fumble around pulling the spring back or anything, getting these all jiggled in. The only complaint that I do have about this magazine, every gun's going to have a complaint to me, but the one thing I do have a complaint about is I wish that this little slide right here was over here on the thumb, because it's just kind of not ergonomical to be doing this with my finger in it. It hurts. Let's talk about the price of this real quick and your options on it. Not necessarily options with the gun. The FN 502 comes in at an MSRP at $500. In my opinion, I feel that you are getting your $500 worth out of this gun. If your budget doesn't allow you to go this high, you can step into the Taurus. I think that's around $300. The Glock is somewhere around $400. The Sig Sauer P322 is around $400. But I feel that the extra $100 is definitely accounted for in this firearm. All right, that had nothing to do with the spring. This is our first hiccup. Ooh, that is the spring. I'm sorry. You see that? All right. This just dropped down to an F. You suck. So freaking smooth. When you don't shoot, I haven't shot it for like 10 minutes, got back on here, and this trigger is, don't hesitate, go buy it. You see that gong moving? Might need oiled.
Got to slingshot it.
Got it. Got it. Four out of 15 100-yard gong, that's cool. That's with the red dot that's not sighted in, but obviously it's sighted in 100 yards. I am telling you what, I'm not pulling your leg. This is not sponsored, but absolutely this is the best tactical trainer 22 that we own. This is the best polymer 22 that I have personally shot. If I didn't want to keep all my other 22s, I would be inclined to sell them and just go get this one and call it done. I got the best one. Guys, I'm going to say it again. This thing is fantastic. The grip on it, the texturing, like we mentioned a while ago, that the texturing was too rough. I'm not feeling any of that texture. I got some messed up fingers, but no, as far as playing around with this gun, this texture isn't bad at all. Sitting around playing with this gun all day long, you'll start to feel that, but out here playing around, you don't feel any of that. You just feel this thing melt into your hand and stay there. The muzzle rise on this 22, of course it's not going to rise much, but somehow with the way this is set up, the muzzle rise on this is, woo, back on target if you even ever come off target. The weight, the feel, ergonomics, I'm telling you what, just a fantastic firearm, guys. If you get a chance, at least go try one. Come on over here and we'll try it together. Anyways, that's all I got to say on this. I recommend it highly, highly. Have I said it enough? All right, I'm done. Guys, if you liked the video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out. Tactical as
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I just dream of fishing while I'm going through my workday. I listen to my boss, though he's driving me berserk. Damn it, I can't take much more because my brain is really hurting. And now the bank is always calling and I don't know what to do. And I haven't bought a crankbait since like 1992. But the bass are out there schooling.